Literacy Seminar in commemoration of the 2025 International Literacy Day. The theme is promoting literacy in a digital era. With me this morning is the anchor person from the Agency of Mass Literacy or Mass Education, Mr. Adeniyi Ologuntoye. My name is Rotarian, a member of the Basic Education and Literacy Committee, District 912. Both of us will anchor this program, and it is believed that you are going to have a swell time. Looking at your faces, I know you are raring to go. We have eminent personalities already present in the house. Based on this, we are good to go. Okay. On the program, those of you in the program, we are on item number 2, introduction of guests and dignitaries. We have already seated on the high table our award-winning, ever-performing, intelligent, wonderful district governor, already seated on the high table, Rotarian Larry Adedoyin. Rotarians in the house, I expect a better round of applause. I even prefer a standing round of applause for Rotarians. Others in the house can join. We need a standing ovation for this wonderful man that makes sure that this program becomes a reality. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Please be seated. We are still expecting past district governors, future DGs, also already seated on the high table. I would have loved to call her my dear sister, a wonderful woman. On my own, when I was in the Ministry of Education, I call her Prof. Afefeiwe. Doctor, who can pronounce the word very well? Doctor who? Not to say, because you know that the guest speaker of today is Doctor Hussein, you will go there. Who am I speaking? Who am I referring to? Our own Dr. Mrs. Professor Kale. Oh my God, that is so only. You don't know why I'm asking you to clap for her very well. She did something wonderful last year. Last year she did something wonderful when there was an issue between the mainstream Ministry of Education and their agency on continuing education sector. It was tough, but she stood her ground. Madam, you are wonderful. We need people like this in Lagos State. If she stands in front of the governor, she's going to go straight to the point without blabbing. Thank you very much. We have in the house our wonderful man. We call him Afefeiwe. He looks gentle, soft-spoken, easygoing personality, God-fearing person. Unfortunately, he's the guest speaker of today. I personally decided to introduce him. I don't want him to introduce him. Dr. Lokman Hussein. Professor Lokman. Dr. Lokman Hussein is the director SA, in the district world, we have somebody called SA that collects fine. But I define him. I define him. Dr. Hussein Lukman is the Director Center for Extramural Studies and Community Development at our own very last word. Please stand up for the recognition again. If you see him on the road, you will not know him. He's my brother. That is really brother to me. You are my brother. God bless you, sir. We also have in the house, and I want him to come to the high table, my dear friend, my brother, my major critic, our own executive secretary in District 9112, Rotarian Omotunde Olaleye. Ever make a table phone. All the grammar that we used to see online comes to him. He's supposed to anchor the program today. He's supposed to anchor the program today, but he said, "For look, you are under training. Come and handle the mic." He didn't know that I'm going to shock him. But the mic for 25 years. We have district leaders here, president, past president, among others, fellow Rotarians. We also have in the house that wonderful woman. I call her Barry White, my dear friend, my dear sister, a director from Mass Education, Mrs. Ibikunle Seriki. Yeah. Ibikunle Seriki. Ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún àwọn tó bá mọ̀wé ní àgẹ̀rùn wọn ní white. Thank you very much. Women are taking over everything in Nigeria. And you're going, God bless you. We also have guests of Rotary in the house. Most especially, let me especially introduce the wife of the Western Region Naval Commander, who is here to look at what is happening because of the topics. You saw it online. With our team, Naval Officer's wife, Commander this, Commander that, already seated in this place, Mrs. Josephine Ohame. You see, in the military world, there is respect for hierarchy. She is their leader, and you can see all the women that she came with standing up. If I come back, I will come back as a military man. Thank you very much. Please be seated. We need to respect our younger ones coming up. We have our DRI, Rotractor, Atitemi. God bless you. Members of the committee, you are highly recognized. I will quickly hand over the mic to my co-anchor person to reintroduce the team from Mass.
Thank you so much, sir. Please celebrate yourself for singing. You see, when you are in this kind of when you are in this kind of gathering, especially when it is Rotary and you are a civil servant, especially agents for mass education, they will want to be gaslighting you, like saying that because we are celebrating Literacy Day, that's why we're here. And we have our slogan, everybody here, Rotarian. Lagos is learning. Lagos is learning. We are the one that is in charge of the literacy. So it's as if the Rotary is borrowing from us. So I don't want you Rotarian. Lagos is learning. Let's teach the Rotary people here. When we say Lagos is learning, say Lagos is learning, and that's what we're doing in our agency. Lagos is learning. Thank you so much. Quickly, because of our time, I want to quickly my co-MC here, he didn't recognize my director very well, maybe probably because of his information. Now, the director of the agency, somebody that has been steering the wheel for some time, bring series of development to the agency, both national and international. The person of Mrs. Oluwakemi Kaleson. A round of applause, please. Or you want to sing? Okay, because of our time. Don't worry, next time. Then the director of mass literacy, Mrs. Ibukolu Seriki. A round of applause, please. Series of list, everybody's name is there. So because of our time, all heads of area offices here present, please, can you stand up for recognition? All heads of area offices, please, let's celebrate them. They are the one in charge of the rural areas, making sure that we meet all our objectives. We're pleased to say, reducing illiteracy in Lagos State to barriers minimum. A round of applause once again. I also have here Mrs. Olaide Olajujoye, the head of vocational training centers. A round of applause. All agency staff here present, please, can you stand up for recognition? All agency staff here present. We don't want to be, there are a lot of directors, a lot of assistant directors, big portfolios. Yeah. So this one place or the other, because of our time, we just quickly have to. Please, everybody there, they are the one, every director just for certification, Mr. Oluwakemi, so to make sure that we are delivering and make sure that our objective is being met. Please celebrate yourself. Once again, my name is Akeni Olukutoyi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The introduction of members of mass education was done quickly by me because I know you are going to do justice to that. But all the same, Yawa, God bless you. Quickly, because of time, I would like to move to item number 3, call to order. I will hand over the mic to the district governor, Lieutenant Larry, to do the call to order.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen and fellow Rotarians. Let me especially recognize Mrs. Oluwakemi Kaleson, the Director and Head of the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. I also recognize our guest speaker, Professor Lukman Hussein. I recognize fellow Rotarians who are here, and I also recognize all the heads of the various agencies of government, particularly those related to education that are here. I recognize Mrs. Josephine and our team from the Naval Officers Wife Association. You are all welcome here. And I welcome Rotarians who are here. Where is the DRR? Okay, sorry. Please come and join us here.
Sorry.
Come on. You can come to the front here. Please. District Rotary representative Ismail and Siteri. And please let's give a round of applause. So, I welcome you all to this very important occasion. September is marked in Rotary International as the Basic Education and Literacy Month. Just last week, Monday, on the 8th of September, the world celebrated the International Literacy Day, which we also marked in our own way. So for us, education is a very important tool for national growth and development, and Rotary International attaches very high premium to it. On this note, it is my honor and privilege to call this meeting to order at exactly 11:16. Please let us be upstanding for the Rotary Grace. Rotary Grace is on our program. Oh Lord, and giver of all, we praise thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to stand in all our days. Thank you very much for being seated. You are all welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Quickly, I would like to call on Rotarian Alex from RC Rural Metro to give us the Rotary invocation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, my PG, guest speaker, district leaders, and fellow Rotarians, guests and friends. All protocol fully observed. My name is Rotarian Alex Stephen Ikan. I'm the current president of the Rotary Club of Royal Metro. I've been called upon to lead the Rotary invocation for today. Please, I would like you to all rise with me. Let us take the Rotary invocation together. It's on the page 3 on this pamphlet, if you have it. Thank you. May we all read together. Inspire Rotarians, Lord, we ask, to live as we profess, to dignify the daily task and serve in selflessness. For fellowship which here we share, we offer thanks to thee. We pray that it will be our care to spread it consciously. You may be seated. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alex. Next in turn is the update of Rotary to be taken by the Executive Secretary, District 9112, Rotarian Omotunde Olaleye. Rotarians in the house, a round of applause for him.
Thank you. Good morning. Before the object of Rotary, let me just advise us that the district governor has already established a protocol. And in view of that, if you have to hold the microphone, you don't have to establish another protocol or stand on the existing protocol. So just mention your name and make your point so that we can save time. So on that note, I will go ahead and give the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the idea of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster one, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. 4. The advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world of fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And I'm very sure After today's program, some of you that are friends of Rotary will want to become Rotarians. And I've seen two that have approached me this morning. My district governor, you are a wonderful man. Two people from mass education approached me and said they want to become Rotarians. And happily, I'm going to mention intending Rotarian Bamboshi. Please be upstanding for mass education. That's a plus for us before the program. Thank you very much. We have another person. I don't think I collected her name. Additional Oluwatoyin, please be upstanding. Where are you? Don't be shy because your director is here. We are going to Indota today. Your director is clapping for you. And the day you were your director, or later you now relax. You are supposed to move up. So today, it's between them. Thank you very much. I will quickly call on Rotarian Ismail. No, Rotractor Ismail Atitebi to do the 4-way test. But it be a opinion.
All right, thank you so much. Good morning, distinguished Rotarians, friend and guest of Rotary. Atitebi Ismail Abiodun is my name, and I'll be called upon to take the 4-way test. The 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. 1, is it the truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, will it build goodwill and better friendship? 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before we go to the chairman's welcome address, intentionally, I want you to this point. Why? Because she's a special woman. She didn't allow us to rest. We members of our committee. She sent a message to me this morning. I will be doing it. She sent a message to me 3:30. She just wanted this program to be seamless without any issue. Thank you very much. I have no regret working under you. A wonderful workaholic, pretty woman. Yes, I'm somebody's husband too. Don't be surprised. Just in education, go and check PS education. Very pretty. Go and check our director in mass education. Very pretty. Ever beautiful inside out. Thank you. So, Rotarian Olusola Agbola. This woman deserves a round of applause. Right from day one, she wanted this program to be a wonderful program. And she said, I got to program in Lagos State in Anigba. Lagos State must see what we are doing again. After that of last year, this year, we have to do it again together. Lieutenant Agbola, as she comes to Rotarian leaders, please let me appreciate her. Wonderful.
My DG sir, the director wants basic education and mass education, basic literacy. Mrs. Awosanya, our guest speaker. You're welcome, sir. Just say, and when you see that, I know the exigency of working with the professor. I came here 8 o'clock to wait for you. I know professor is nothing to with time. When you came, I said, I'm sure you will come early. Thank you for making it early, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Fellow Rotarians, I want to welcome everybody to this occasion this morning, and I want to say thank you for coming. While we're here this morning, we are talking about basic education. Basic education means, do you have the basic thing in life to start off your life? It's not only in your book. If you don't have anything to lay the foundation of your life in, it means you are yet to be basically educated. You have not learned carpentry, you have not learned tailoring, you have not learned fashion design, you have not learned plumbing, you have not learned welding, you have not learned anything at all. It's not only for you to be able to speak English, but do you have something that is the basis of your life that you want to lay it on? That is why we call for basic education. And that is why basic education does not only cover you reading and writing, it covers your skill as well. And that is why we are here this morning. We want, it's like learning to relearn and continue to learn. How do we get everybody in Lagos to be basically educated? To have something, to encourage them to be part of something, so that we can take all these boys that stays at the junction and keep on raising their hands. Tualema, Tualesa, Babalaye. Let's have more decorum within our society. That is why we want everybody to be basically educated. We want people that are more civilized, more enlightened, more dedicated, more hardworking, and more committed to the country to move this country forward. Everybody has to contribute something to make this country move forward. But we can't contribute it at the bus stop. So many of the women in here can testify to the fact that most of their fashion designers sewing their dress are graduates. After even having that certificate, they still go back to learn a skill. It's not all about logo, or your skills still matters. I'm standing here as a civil servant. I'm a civil engineer. I'm a farmer, and I'm a caterer. So what do you want to do? I'm the one that decorated this hall. I'm a decorator too. So you need to have something behind what you do, not just in your book. That is why we're here today. Thank you very much.
I know my cerebral chairman is a wonderful Rotarian. I also know her as a decorator, but I am surprised to hear that she's a farmer. Etirogo, Mombo. For Rotarians in the house, I'm not supposed to say this, but those people that are joining us should know that we have ground rules. The SAA just fined me a token for not announcing the ground rules. Rotarians, please, we have the district SAA around. Any foul, if you run foul of the ground rules, you are going to pay fine. Put your phones on silent or you off it. On number 9, I am not sure of what to do. On number 9, sir, I check number 9. Okay. Right now, I know friends of Rotary, friends and guests of Rotary in the house will be looking at, oh, this is what's happening in Rotary. We have so many other things happening in Rotary, and joining Rotary, you are going to enjoy it. Your life will not remain the same again if you become Rotarians. And we are looking forward to having more of you in Rotary. I'm going to call on the district governor, Rotarian Larry Adedoyi, to come and make his remark. Rotarians, I expect you can do better. I expect you to be outstanding. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians and Rotaractors. Education is the key to national growth and development. And in our organization, Rotary International, education plays a key role in our activities, such that it is one of our 7 areas of focus. We have 7 of them, but this month we are celebrating basic education and literacy. And education and literacy is not only about reading and writing. It's about empowerment. It's about growth. It's about development. It's about taking initiatives. It's about learning, relearning, and unlearning. It's so important to us, such that our organization in this district 9112 has built 2 vocational training centers. One is in Igogo, Ikorodu, which we run in conjunction with the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. Just on the 30th of June, we established another one, which we are also going to run at Epe, Odomola in Epe, which we are going to run in conjunction with the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. So to us, it's a thing that we do not take for granted in our organization. Education is a right, not a privilege. So when you say that Lagos is learning, Rotary has been doing this even before the establishment of Lagos as a state. Our organization was founded in 1907. 1905, sorry, 1905. Lagos was created on the 31st of May 1967. You can see the disparity. And education has been one of our core activities. Diversity is one of our core values in Rotary International. And I know that within the educational system in Lagos State, and by extension, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there are various segments, various sections or departments under one ministry. So for us, the need for education can never be overemphasized. We value education in Rotary such that even outside the ambit of this month as basic education and literacy month, we still support schools, we still support establishment, provision of laboratories, standards, school uniforms, refurbishing, renovation, and equipping of even dilapidated schools. Lagos is a cosmopolitan state, Nigeria's most developed state. Even at that, we still have some parts of Lagos that have schools that are very substandard. So, in that area, Rotary has intervened, and we have intervened substantially that the impact is being felt in the various communities that we serve. When we serve, we do not count costs, we do not count profits. For us, it's not about what is in it for us. We don't want to do things and say that at the end of the day, this is what I will gain by establishing these facilities for schools. No. Before we do anything in the area of education or any human activity, we carry out what we call needs assessment. What do they want in this area? And that was what made us to establish the 2 vocational centers that we have in Lagos State. And that is just one of many interventions that Rotary has had. I'm sure that even for those who are not yet Rotarians but are in the educational sector, they will know that Rotary is indeed doing something in one way or the other in the lives of people, not only in their own environment or communities, but even in their own immediate environment. So for us, coming together in collaboration with Lagos State governments today, we are just doing what we know how to do best. That is placing education at the pedestal of our national life. It is not only in Lagos State that we intervene in educational matters. Our district covers part of Lagos State and part of Ogun State. And what we do resonates with our philosophy of service above self. We serve selflessly. You can imagine that in this month, a lot of clubs in our district have done one project or the other on education. And that is what we will do till the end of this month and beyond, till the next Rotary year and subsequent ones. So for us, education is power, knowledge is light, and it opens windows of opportunities where one would have thought that there was none. So when we say that we should educate people, we are not only telling them that there is hope for liberation, we are telling them that their very being, their very existence is anchored on the fact that they can be useful to themselves. We organize mass literacy programs or adult literacy programs for people who don't read and write. And it is not only in Lagos State that we do this, we also do in Ogun State. For this program, we had also invited the Ogun State Agency for Mass Education, but for one reason or the other, they were unable to key into this. And we said, because our district covers Lagos and Ogun State, and we felt that if they are not ready, Lagos State that is ready, let's go on with that. And so this does not stop us from doing anything on education. So at the end of this program, I believe that we will all be better enlightened, more knowledgeable, and we would have experienced some methods that we can use in our knowledge sharing activities wherever we find ourselves. And we used to say in Rotary, no knowledge is, you understand? Because you cannot say that you know all. Nobody is an island unto himself. We learn every day. Even if you are a professor or a medical doctor, a lawyer or architect, there will be one form of knowledge or the other that would pose a gap to you. So people have to fill that gap. And that is why it is important not to leave any stone unturned when we talk about education. And in this era of artificial intelligence, you can imagine where the world will be in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Because if you thought that you knew something very well yesterday and the rule changes today, they will tell you that you are still thinking in the past. So for education, it's an eye-opener. It's an opportunity for us to be more versatile in whatever we do in life. And whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. And I will end this by saying that you must be known for something. What are you known for? Are you known as the person who will open the doors of opportunities to other people? Are you known as the person who will educate a woman? Are you known as the person who will educate a girl child or male children or even men? Today, more women are acquiring education than men. It is not as if the men want to relax, but apparently they feel that, well, they have done enough. It can never be enough. Education can never be enough. At 75, at 80, some people are still learning, and we have to learn till eternity. Once again, I want to welcome you to this seminar and urge you to take the best that it offers to you. You are all welcome again.
Rotarians, I expect more. Laiwowe, you can see the way he's doing it out. I am proud to be a Rotarian. I joined Rotary Club because of what Rotary has been doing to our schools in Lagos State. I can mention officially this is 912 taking care of Ikeja Senior High School, Vocational Center some months ago. I can basically say that they went to Omole Senior Grammar School to do so many things there. They went to Abiodun. I can mention like 6 or 8 schools that within the last 1 year, they have touched under my own district, education district 6. And they didn't stop there. The district 4, district 1, district 2, because Lagos is our catchment area in Ogun State, we extend what we are doing to Ogun State. And I decided out of my own free will that I want to be part of this history-making organization. I want to contribute my whole quota to it. And when I had the opportunity of giving approvals, because co-curricular science and tech happens to be the department giving approvals to Rotary to do things in our school, I never hesitated to give approvals. And when I was invited to join Rotary, I jumped at it. I should have done that 31 years ago. I should have done that 31 years ago. But because of the impression people outside normally give us about Rotary around the way. But now I know it's about selfless service. To Rotary, I say, well done. To me, I say, well done. I would like to do something now. Next on the item is what we have been waiting for. I would like to call on our elegant stallion, a woman of substance, a woman that history will not forget in education in Lagos State, Mrs. I'm putting Dr. in front of her name, Dr. Mrs. Oluwakemi Kalesanwo, Director of Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. You can do better than that. I want everybody in the whole house to give her a standing ovation. She's a wonderful woman. Somebody that can stand in front of the governor and tell the governor, this is what I want, and he must do it. Continue clapping for her. Please be seated. Members of the table, please. Sorry that I have to take you up. Thank you.
MC, thank you very much, sir, for adding doctor to my name. The protocol has already been established, so I would not want to take our time, because the main reason why we are here, we're all waiting for it. But I want to pray for indulgence to just give me 3 to 5 minutes of your time, so that I will say 1 or 2 things. Before I go on, I want to say good morning once again to our amiable DG and every member of the service table. I want to say thank you to our guest speaker. He came all the way from Ekpe, and he got in here before every one of us this morning. Thank you, our professor. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here again. It's that time of the year, and we're here again. So I have my speech prepared. I can't, not that I can't say things without looking at my paper or phone. But you know, when you're in a gathering of Rotarians, you must not go and say the wrong thing. So please allow me to just read my prepared speech. It gives me great pleasure and a deep sense of responsibility that I join you today to commemorate the 2025 International Literacy Day, themed Promoting Literacy in the Digital Era, in collaboration with Rotary District 9112 at this year's Basic Education and Literacy Seminar. Like the DG said, every 8th of September, worldwide, International Literacy Day is celebrated. And like the DG also said, when it comes to Rotary, there's no, you can't talk about Rotary without talking about education. And one thing I love Rotary about is, I love Rotary for, is they're not one-sided. They are all-rounder when it comes to education, meaning that they lend a helping hand to formal education as well as non-formal education. The Agency for Mass Education is in charge of non-formal education in the state. But a lot of people tend to sideline us because they believe, non-formal, what is non-formal? They believe that formal education is the most important thing. But I always tell anybody who cares to listen that non-formal education is as important as formal education. And so I say thank you very much to the DG and all Rotarians present in here for acknowledging that non-formal education is important. And so that's why we're celebrating it together. That's International Literacy Day today with Rotary International. So, International Literacy Day is not only a reminder of the centrality of literacy to sustainable development, but also a call to action for all stakeholders. Everyone present in this room is a stakeholder. Now, we need to redouble efforts in ensuring that no one is left behind. Everybody sitting in here would have one person or the other who cannot read and write. We all have our villages, though we are all in Lagos, but we have our villages. I'm from Lagos, but my village, well, we call it town now, it's a town really. Is it Bobo? You cannot tell me that everybody in your town or your village can read and write. You will always have one or two people that cannot read and write. So we must redouble that effort in ensuring that no one is left behind in acquiring the fundamental skills of reading, writing, and lifelong learning. This year's theme is particularly significant. The digital revolution has transformed how we live. I mean, everything is being digitalized now. And so we cannot afford to leave those that cannot read and write behind. We have to bring them on board, and that is what we're doing this morning. The digital revolution has transformed how we live, work, and communicate. In today's world, digital literacy is no longer optional. No, you don't have a choice. You have to be digitally literate. It is essential for learners and workers alike. The ability to access, interpret, and utilize digital tools has become a key driver of inclusion, productivity, and empowerment. At the Agency for Mass Education, we recognize that promoting literacy in a digital era requires innovative strategies that go beyond traditional learning. Our mandate goes further than teaching people to read and write. It extends to equipping citizens with digital skills that prepare them to participate fully in today's knowledge-driven society. Through targeted programs, we have begun integrating technology into adult and non-formal education programs, ensuring that learners, especially women, you know, when DG spoke just now, he said that well, I don't know if research has been done, but I still stand to be corrected. When it comes to education, we have more women willing to learn than men. In our literacy centers, and we have almost 800 spread across Lagos State. When we do our statistics, we take our statistics, we take our data, and our data we try to analyze it. We realize that we have more female adult learners in our adult literacy centers. The same thing goes for our vocational training centers as well. We have more women coming into the centers willing to learn one skill or the other. So the men, I don't know what is happening. I know perhaps because of the economy, a lot of the men will say they want to go out and make money for the family. But guess what? Women are also making money, contributing money to that family. So I want us to encourage the young men, you know, the boys who did not go to school at the right time, or the boys who are unskilled, or even men that are unskilled. You know, even if you are 70, I went to a program about 2 Saturdays ago in my town, and I met the man, the oldest man in Nigeria, who got his PhD degree this year. He's 85 years old. So that simply shows that you are never too old to learn. Now, these efforts align with global goals and national priorities for education, employment, and social advancement. Now, the world, like we all know, is a global village. So if you say, well, let me go at my pace in my country, you're going to be left behind. And this era of people japping now, even those that are not educated want to japa, you know. And if you have the opportunity of japping, you still come back home. Because I always tell everybody, if you japa, you come back home. Home is always home. if you go to such clients, such areas, if you do not know how to read and write, if you do not know how to operate the computer, if you are not digitally literate, you won't find it easy in such places. And we're fast getting to that stage in Nigeria that if you are not digitally literate, you will not be able to operate in the society you find yourself. For instance, we teach our learners so many things. Let me give you an instance. We teach them how to use their phones. It's not just to make phone calls, but we teach you how to use your phone to even do business. We teach them how to make use of their phone in making more money. For instance, the pepper seller in the market, you do not necessarily have to just sit in the market waiting for your customers. If you have a smartphone, and most of the phones being used today, unlike the Motorola in those days, they are smartphones. All these people, you'll be shocked, they have smartphones, but they don't know how to use it. So we decided to start teaching them how to use it. You can just use that phone. We teach you how to use your phone camera to take a picture of your product or produce, whatever it is that you're selling in the market. Take a picture of it. We teach you how to go on WhatsApp. We teach you how to go on Instagram, where you can advertise your product on these places. So let's assume you have a customer now. Your market is maybe somewhere in GRA now, or no. Let me say, where your customer stays or resides somewhere in GRA, and your market is somewhere at Ikeja. All you need to do is just take a picture of that fresh tomatoes. We have different types of tomatoes. The women in here will be able to, understand what I'm talking about. You have the one that they say is Olomi. The one they call Olomi. The one that is very watery, and you have the ones that are very, very hard. As a woman, you will know which one is good for you to cook your stew. And so when you take a picture of your tomatoes, the woman who wants to buy it at home already knows the type of tomatoes she wants. So when she sees, oh, I like it, okay, please, can you send a dispatch rider? We also teach them how to use dispatch riders to send in their product or whatever they want to sell to the prospective customers. And then we also teach them how to bank, using banking apps on their phone. So why I'm just telling this little story is, don't just look down on them that, what do they know? No, they know a lot of things because that is what we teach them. Now, we know that government cannot do this alone. No, that's the truth of the matter. Lagos State is trying, but like my people will say, we have a whole lot of things on the front border. And so we need partnership. We need to partner with people. We need to collaborate with people so that we'll achieve our aim. And so partnership, is very, very critical. And that is why today's celebration with Rotary District 9112 is so important. Rotary's enduring commitment to basic education and literacy is commendable. And for your information, just like the DG said, I got into the agency as the head of the director of the agency in 2016. And I've been, collaborating with Rotary since then. They built a vocational training center. In fact, it's a complex. It's not a center. It's a complex because there's a hall there, for commercial purpose. They built it for us in the Ikorodu, in the Gogo. And just a few months back, again, they handed over another one to us at Jobola in Ekwe. And I was there yesterday. Okay, that place is massive. DJ, I am jealous. Because the one you constructed for us at Timbogo is not as big as the one at Jobola. But all the same, I say thank you, sir. Thank you to all Rotarians for presence. I'm sorry I'm a teacher. I said 3 to 5 minutes. I'm sure I'm not up to 2 minutes. But I'll soon drop the mic so that our erudite scholar, Dr. Hussein, I call him doctor, sometimes I call him professor. He's an associate professor. And when you're an associate professor, you're already a professor. We're all eager to listen to him. Now, I was talking about Rotary's collaboration with the agency. Just this morning, I met one beautiful lady. And I tell you, madam, you already know yourself. You are going to collaborate. That's the president of Naval Officers Wife Association, Mrs. Josephine Boamen. We're going to collaborate, we're going to work together. We work together with families, Ashwin of family's wife, So we're going to work with him as well. So later on, worry madam, madam. Yeah, my sister. And you know, when she was being introduced by the MC, and she stood up, and you know, when I saw the madams that stood up with her, I said, yes, so you have to key in with them. So Mrs. Olajujoye is the head of national training. You know, Pacha. This is Seriki, Director Mass Literacy. You are not going to. You might go today, but don't worry. You start getting back on your phone. So we're happy to collaborate with you. Lagos City is happy to collaborate with you. Now, as we celebrate this year's International Literacy Day, let us commit to a collective vision, a future where every child, youth, and adult has not only the ability to read and write, but also the digital literacy skills to thrive in an interconnected world. In conclusion, I wish to commend Rotary District 9112 for its unwavering support for literacy initiatives, and I call on all stakeholders here present to join hands with us in making literacy in its traditional and digital form a right enjoyed by all. Before I put down the mic, I would need to let you know that the Honorable Commissioner of Tertiary, Minister of Tertiary Education, Honorable Akintola Sule, knows about what we're doing here today, and we would honestly have wanted to just surprise us all by showing face. Unfortunately, due to state work and all that, he couldn't make it, but he has told me to give you his warm greetings, and that is what I am doing this morning. And then before I drop the mic, I cannot but talk about Mrs. Awosanya. Where is she? That woman is very, very energetic. Me, I was saying I'm very energetic. The woman is very energetic and very passionate about what she does. In the middle of the night, I also do it. My officers, you know, working with me can also testify to you that at times 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I send them message. I've seen one of our retired directors, Mrs. Awosanya. She can always testify to that as well. She's retired but not tired. You're welcome, madam. Thank you for gracing this occasion. And so, I want to tell you, sir, that we are fully committed to work with you, to work with your team. Most especially, Mrs. Awosanya, we understand each other. And so, I tell you, better things are yet to come. So together, we can light the path to knowledge, opportunity, and sustainable development. Thank you once again. Good morning.
I think this room deserves a standing ovation. Thank you very much. God bless you, madam. Please be seated. Rotary, you have to give me 30 minutes. I told the governor to help me delay me so that we are supposed to be with the Director General Sports Commission. But this program is very, very important to me. Rotarian Tina Olibasa, the wife of General Olibasa, thank you for bringing this wonderful woman, and thank you, please be upstanding. Let them see you. The wife of the general, bringing other wives of other important military men to our midst. You people are not going to deal with this non-military barracks. You are becoming Rotarians today. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. So, while the speech was going on, we have in the house the essay to the district governor, Rotarian Desmond Otapowen. Is that the correct spelling? Edo. God bless you. We also have the district treasurer around. Are they doing, is it Rotarian or Rotrator? Rotarian, are they doing Odutola? God bless you. Please be seated. Because you look kinky. God bless you. Quickly, I want my co-anchor person to read the profile of Dr. Lukman Hussein, our, what she described, everyday scholar.
But God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. Please, before I read the brief, pardon me, forgot to acknowledge the director of CEC, Mr. Akintola. Please, a round of applause. Then, in the course of the program, the director of monitoring and investigation, Mr. Mustafa Woksi. A round of applause. Then, this is Awosanya, our retiree agency. You are recognized, man. All facilitators here present, please, can you stand up for recognition, please? All facilitators here present, please, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Please, can we celebrate those people? Thank you for the work we do. A lot of us do not know Professor Hussein Lukman Adeliji. Please, I quickly want to read this brief to you. Professor Hussein Lukman Adeliji is an associate professor and the director of the Center for Extramural Studies and Community Education of Lagos State University of Education, Ijaniki, Lagos. A distinguished scholar and administrator, he has made significant contributions to adult education, lifelong learning, and community development. With years of academic and leadership experience, Dr. Hussein has championed inclusive education initiatives and fostered partnerships that extend the university's impact beyond the classroom. His dedication to public service and educational excellence continues to inspire transformative learning opportunities, positioning the center as a key driver of social and educational advancement in Nigeria. I introduce to you Professor Hussein Lukman Adeliji. Thank you so much.
The district governor who had just stepped out to grant an interview, the director of the agencies, and all other people here present. It is my pleasure to be here this afternoon just to give a talk on what we want to do, but just only to enlighten ourselves more better on it. Thank you. Well, we want to look at a digital We want to look at digital literacy and education, how they make a tool for social cultural inclusion and economic development. I don't have to believe myself too much because when we all listen to what the DG said and the director said, virtually they said all what we have in this presentation. However, that does not mean we don't have to say what we are here to do. We want to look at digital literacy and education, how they been a tool for social cultural inclusion and economic development. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yes. Literacy. Some of us go as a teacher, we try to develop or a different concept, define the concept. There's a difference between literacy and education. Do you agree with me? Yes. You can be educated and be illiterate. Do you agree with me? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. I remember I watched a TikTok sometimes ago. A professor entered Ikeja from one village to another village. He was not asking the sailor, the boy, do you study biology? Do you study chemistry? Did you study this? The boy said no. Okay, as they were going, there was a wave. The canoe want to capsize, started shivering. The professor started shivering. What is happening? What is happening? The boy now asked the professor, sir, do you know physiology? Can you swim? Do you know this? How now should be this your own area now. You can see. Professor is educated but is not literate in that area. But that boy is literate but is not educated. So there's a difference between being educated and being literate. But however, there is when we talk of education, we will not talk about literacy. The two are encompassing. Now, literacy at the simplest simply means ability to read, as has been said by the DG in the language, ability to read, write. The important sense, it goes beyond reading and writing. It includes the ability to understand, communicate, interpret, and use information effectively in different contexts. In that context I've explained earlier, that boy is literate in that area. He might not be educated. You can see it now. So when we are talking about literacy, it goes beyond how to read and write. As I've heard the director just earlier, they have different vocational centers. Some of us who are in this, they may not be to schools before, but they can read. I mean, they can make use of their skills. When you are telling us who are illiterate, all these pocket children, some of them they may not be illiterate, they are numerate. They can count. I could remember some old women who said, how much you tell? I'm sorry for speaking Yoruba. I said, "Pon me dogun." Ask correct of what is that pon me dogun? It's how much pon me dogun Yoruba. But when you're there, when you said this bag is 20, this how much is this bag? They'll tell you the amount. Before you multiply that the cost per one by 12 by the number of units you buy, they will let you know the total amount of what you're carrying. You can see they're not going to school, but they are numerate. So they are also literate in that area. So we now say that if you have the ability to interpret and use information effectively in different contexts, so that is what literacy is all about. Now, in the digital era, literacy includes digital literacy, media literacy, and information literacy. What do we mean by this? The digital literacy now, we all know it. Please, how many of us have, let us raise our phones and how many of us have phones? Either the whatever name at call it, either one will at least is performing well. Yes, some of us have this phone, but none of us are deep literate on the use of it. Do you agree with me? Yes. Sometimes ago, I have a challenge in access of information. My primary 5 child, daughter, in primary 5, Daddy, why are you wasting your time? Can you imagine primary 5, a professor? Primary 5 not telling me, Daddy, why are you wasting your time? Go to this, you get what you're looking for. I was surprised. Can you imagine? And you got a professor, she will let you say a professor, and you don't know that this thing. She's in primary 5. You can see what we're talking about literacy now and education. It's very, very key. So let's go. So that's about digital literacy. Then media literacy. There's some information that we have. You don't even have to be in school. There are literacy that we put our lives. Like, okay, tomorrow there will be so anything happen in this area, don't go there. Or what even happens in a foreign country? We are here, we are listening to it. Then we'll talk about information literacy. Yes. How do we make use of this information to interpret information with it and make the best use to ourselves? The next slide, please. The concept education now. You know, education on its own, it is a systematic process. It starts from back. You know, start from our mothers when you were a baby, you kind of you sing it for us. No, don't do that. No, stop that. Mommy is talking to you. You know, by the time we're now about age 1, 2, 3, you educate us. No, don't do that. No, baby, stop that. No, you don't go to the toilet. You are starting educating that child. That's education now. Now, we call it a systematic process of acquiring knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes that help individuals develop intellectually, socially, morally, and professionally. When you say intellectually, the process that person has gone through from day one as a child, nursery, primary, secondary, or tertiary, now makes you an educated person. Then your ability to transform all what you've learned, all those skills, all those values into morally, intellectually, and professionally. You know, you will this person, the way you talk, the way you relate to people in society, it will show. And this person knows what to say. That means you are educated. However, that does not mean that in some areas you are literate. You are not literate in all aspects of life. That's why we have areas of specialization. Even as a professor of agricultural education, there's some areas you kick into. Teach to medical professions too as well. We can see some doctors, they will tell you I'm archaeologist, I'm a dentist, I'm this cardiologist, I'm this and that. Though they may look at to some areas they don't know, but not everything. So that's why we have different areas. So that's about education. Now let's see. It is not limited to formal schooling, it also includes informal and non-formal learning. Yes, when we're talking of education, you know, education is basically two areas. We have the formal, informal, and non-formal. The formal is when we have the curriculum in the 4 walls of the schools. You go there are rules and regulations that guide that type of education. That's formal. When we now talk of informal, as we go along, information we acquire along the road. Then the non-formal, that's where we are here now. The agency, that's what about. Those who do not have opportunity of acquiring their education, why others that means maybe there could be reasons of millions of factors why they could not achieve that education while they are growing up. So those who have going to non-formal education. I will now say that education, it is an important aspect in the economy of any nation. It determines the human potential of any nation. Yes, the DG said that earlier. For any nation to be counted as one of the development, the level of education among the citizens is vital. It determines human capital. In Nigeria now, I'm sorry, in Ekiti State, we have heirs professors in Ekiti State. It shows the level of development. However, that's what we are using the rating, however. But there are other factors we may be considering too. But education is one key factor that determines the development of any nation. Next slide, please. Now, digital literacy. When we're talking of digital literacy, we are now in the era. For us to be abreast of the latest development about the world, we have to be digital literacy. What about digital literacy? Go back. Go back. Yes. It simply means the ability to use these digital tools, such as computers, smartphones, internet, and apps, effectively, responsibly, and safely. It enhances access to knowledge globally. Yes, there are certain things we don't know. At your own comfort zone, you can access information all over the world. If you know the site you are going to. But you won't be able to do that if you are not digital literate. Some of us, yes, we were talking about the market woman that has a smartphone. They only make use of that phone they have them related to what they are doing, to what they are selling. Those who are architecture, for those who are engineers, you make use of this based on the context which applies to you alone. So that's what I'm saying. How you make sure you defect responsibly and safely, then it enhances knowledge globally. What you want to know, nobody will teach you. You will do that. Then it encourages lifelong learning and innovation. I'm sorry for using my child as an example now, because sometimes when you stay during the long vacation you just had, I was able to be at home with her for a long time. Could you believe let me have a phone, sir. She now went online on how to knit. My daughter knit all this with a wool. That is, give me money now, give money. She go and buy this one. They say, I think 1 picture 200 naira for knitting. For you knitting calendar, she knits a bag. And she said, push for phone. How did you? She went online, searching, knitting. The stages of knitting. You can see the digital literacy now. So how it helps in human development. Digital education now, it simply refers to as the use of digital technologies and content to support teaching and learning. Yes, we can see now, digital education in teaching and learning. For those of us who are facilitators, we should be literate in this area, so that by the time we are teaching our learners, they will have known how to make sure. There are different ways of using that. We have the Google Classroom, we have the LMS, and so on like that are enhanced. Even as a facilitator, you can be in your comfort zone when you have given your learners area to focus on. Mama, you have your phone to please. Tomorrow, let's meet on WhatsApp. Are you getting me? Okay, what's this? You throw questions to them, start answering you. We have WhatsApp calls now. They can do that too. That's about education. Next slide, please. These are examples of some digital devices. Next slide, please. Yes. Digital education, digital literacy and education as a tool now. The first place. Yes. No. Go back. Yes, digital literacy as a tool now. The next slide, please. Next one. Yes, digital education as a driver of social inclusion. Please, my title is the digital literacy education as tools for social, cultural inclusion and economic development. When we are talking of social inclusion, you know there are different contexts. You can see when you walk about now. If you want to hear Yoruba, they say press 1. If I want to press 2. That means everybody, irrespective of your culture, of your nation, everybody is kind along now. Be if you need the name it all over the world. Even if you want to access something in Yoruba, press Yoruba to your Google. If you bring everything in Hausa, speak out for you. So that means everybody is included now. So that means everyone have to be digital literate. So digital education as a driver of social inclusion, cultural exchange, and economic, it bridges educational gap by providing access to learning resources for marginalized groups. Yes, because you're a professor doesn't mean that somebody who is in the market you know better than him. He or she could even know how to make sure. I've just told my daughter who will be telling me what to do with my phone, how to access information needed. Can you imagine? Most of the like now have this guy have an experience with all these great players. They are doing the work of architect now. How they will go online, start social design. Okay, do you like to design 3-bedroom apartment, this and that? Before you know it, they're architect, they will design it for you. You can see because they have access to this. That's not the issue of bridges gap between resources to the material. They don't know how to use the problem. Because of this, they have access to it and now they carry along. They are not being marginalized any longer. In those days, those market women who sell paper, they don't cause. But now, there's something you want to talk about that they are not aware of. So they are not being marginalized. Nobody is going to marginalize. It's being marginalized any longer because of this digital literacy. Now, multilingual opportunities are achieved because diverse languages have cultural preservation and inclusion are supported and promoted by online. Yes, nobody is left out any longer if you are digitally literate. Name it. If you want to write it in your book or a back, that is always there. Everybody is being carried along. So it has bridged gap. No one that is not being included in this era of literacy, digital literacy. It provides an opportunity for global connectivity. If you are as a tool now, it makes us to have global connectivity. Example of us who are in the academics. There's a research somebody carrying out, maybe let's say this in a southwest India, not in Nigeria. We want to know what is going on there. Okay, I'm so possible, let us collaborate. How will we carry out research in this southwest? He or she will be in the northwest, carry that out. So then will come together. Even those outside in Nigeria too as well. We can have such thing. So that's your global connectivity, whereby learners from different cultures can interact and share perspectives. Anybody we can. Then digital literacy is also entrepreneurship opportunities are enhanced through online training. When we talk of entrepreneurship, these days, I know sometimes in social media too, a lady who smoked fish, her grandmother happens to be in that business when she was alive. She stayed with her grandmother. Now, when her mother died, she now took up that business. She now modernized it. After selling it, she will now snap it, web package, now sell it online. People from Canada started aggressive. That's how Italian got to Canada through that means. Oh, they are going to sell this one. Okay, send it this address. They will send it to us in Canada. Without leaving, you can see the global connectivity now. She's making, right? Even the entrepreneurship we're talking about, she's making money without leaving her comfort zone. That's one of the importance of this digital literacy. It prepares learners with 21st century skills, that is workforce. Yes, before you know it, what is going to happen in the next century, some of us are aware of it because we are making use of this guidance. Next slide, please. Yes. Now, how do we now promote these digital literacies among us too? said the following strategies will be adopted. One, integration of technology education. Yes. For those of us who are facilitators now, if you want everybody to be digital literate, as we are going along, we put it. I can see if there's computer education in front of my questions subjects now. I think it is part of it now. So, as a facilitator, let's see how this will embed in our curriculum. You can see integration of technology in education, integration of online learning platform to entice learners. Okay, how many of you are in this class today? Tomorrow, when you are coming, bring your phone. We'll not put them through how to. Tomorrow, we may not come to the class. Let's meet on the platform. The assignment will be sent there. They might so that let's discuss. I don't know if you get what I'm saying now. So that's about introduction of online learning to entice learners. Then use of ebooks and digital libraries. You not tell them go to your ChatGPT, but you see this information there. Go to your Google, you see the information there. As a facilitator, you should know how to put this across to them. So they will not be enticed, they will motivate. Oh, so that is so that way you can get on phone. You know, with even from pictures, they will be enticed. Then introduction of digital literacy into educational curricula to motivate learners, as I've just said. Then the curricula should focus on practical skills such as content creation and information evaluation. Let it be content creation. Let them be able to use it to make their own words they make. It's not what's on the of course the AI the end of AI we are now. A lot of things just said it, even memorizing or typing. Tell me what is this? It will not everything. Even the writing will be telling you, you heard the voice telling you what you are asking, the question you are asking. So make it practical, so let them be able to make use. I've just used my daughter as an example. She has gone online to know what I want to how to make. Then community and public engagement. We want everybody to be included, and everybody to be carried along now. I said, one, organize digital literacy workshops for youth and adults in communities. Yes, we can organize communities. Tomorrow, let all, maybe during the CDA meetings, let everybody come now. Then we'll now have a workshop on how to make use of their phone. Sometimes, during the CDA meeting, oh, it's going to rain tomorrow, or it's raining now, since you have a CDA meeting. Let everybody be in their own various houses. Then let's us connect on our phone. Madam Dako, you will speak on this tomorrow. You know, by delegating that aspect to him now, using his phone, if we move, we are committing him. That's part of community and public engagement now. So promote literally leverage digital hubs and community internet. Some of us, though we are in the urban areas now, in some rural areas, there is need for us to have this one. We can have a television center. We all assemble there, maybe once in a week or thereabout. Then we will ask, oh, this how to make use of this how to make. If you are an engineer, there was a time a mechanic, a car broke down in Aja, and the mechanic was in the Janiki. The man was now calling, he now called the mechanic from Janiki to come to Aja. By the time he got, the man had left the car there. The mechanic had got there. They now had to scan the car. Unfortunately, he didn't have phone. Once we are just to scan the area where the bought and said, the man wanted to ask someone who's in the US to buy it for him until they now get the smart item selling. You can see how it's bridging the gap. So that's the involvement of non-government organizations and private entities for support. Yes, that's one of the ways you can promote digital literacy. Let government individuals come together to assist in the provision of this item for learning. Next one. Teacher training and capacity building. Yes. For us to promote digital literacy, let the teachers who are the facilitators be trained. And by the time they are being trained, they will be able to teach those who are learners too as well. You can see that train educators to combine traditional and digital literacy method. The director of the traditional way of teaching now should not be limited to that alone. let's see a way that the facilitators are now being trained, they are being developed, so that when they are now teaching, they're able to impart that knowledge to their learners. Then encourage innovative teaching, gamification, online collaboration. Yes. For example, in your classroom, you're given an assignment, you give a time limit. This assignment should be submitted at this time. Of course, thank God there's no way you can lie into digital. If you submit at 10 a.m., the time will be there, you submitted. Then I said, okay, the first to submit, we have this price. That's gamification now. It's a way of encouraging people to make use of this gadget. Then, well, a regular training and workshop for the facilitators. For the facilitators to be abreast of the latest development on this digital, they need to be trained regularly. These are among the ways in which you can promote digital literacy in the society. Then empowering facilitators with necessary knowledge and tools is very essential. Yes. Of course, they do the training for 1 month or 2 months, and now come back, they don't have all the gadgets to work with. And so one of the ways is that after training, we should make sure that all the tools to be used are available for use. The inclusive approaches provide digital literacy programs for marginalized. Yes. The DG, the director also said, let us have a kind of digital literacy programs. Even in the vocational centers, let's see. I was in a seminar sometimes ago where the woman was saying the use of AI in textile and something. I was wondering how will AI, she was able to defend and where was her present question to her. Then the use of local languages and culturally relevant digital content. Yes, but when we are teaching now as facilitators, please let us use local languages they will understand so that they be enticed. They will not be left behind. Culturally, they are now being included. Since what they are saying, I think what they are saying will be there any longer. Everybody now is being carried along. So we should make local languages and culturally relevant digital content. Then policy and government support. Develop a national policy for ICT in education. Government should not make the point of view that in every educational system, let one way or the other, this digital education is being embedded in. Then provide and increase access to affordable and internet learning. They should not be too expensive for them. Don't tell them to go and buy. They don't want to phone expensive now. Don't not say they should do this. The kind of phone they must bring to class when they are coming next time. Just simple one. Once they can just text and go, and it's enough. Next slide, please. Then benefits of promoting digital literacy in this digital era. It increases access to information globally. We all know that we got access to information. What is going on in Ukraine? As we're starting down here, we say, when it happens, you will report it as information as if you are there. That's what digital assistance do. You will report an information as if you are there because you are viewing it live and direct. Then individuals opportunity, you have the opportunity to internet to gather knowledge. Then personal development as a result of access to digital resources. These are the one of the ways or benefits of digital literacy. It enhances communication and collaboration, effective online communication and teamwork. Yes, I've said earlier, we can be in Nigeria here, we can have a work going on. Similar things can be replicated in other parts of the world. We now collaborate. Let's make make an inference. Oh, in Nigeria, this what is happening, and due to what is happening in Ghana or other parts of the world. So that's one of the benefits of this digital education. Then effective opportunity for individuals to connect and collaborate globally. Whether an individual, even the learners in the class, they will now meet others who are even part of the world, who help their language, they can collaborate. They consequently prepares learners for the 21st century workforce. The employability and career growth, lifelong skill acquired for digital economy, professional development, the next slide is additional education opportunities will be achieved as a result of, yes, you will now have more. The DG Rotary was asking them, what are you being known for? Of course, you are a professor of education. What other things are you being known for? We should have something apart from what? As a facilitator, what other things, like what other vocational skill do we have? The way Nigeria is going now, we should have additional things. I know in Nigeria constitution, it's only farming you can add to government job. It's farming. And I know farming is another the day now. Though it is very stressful and drudgery, but at the same time, it brings money in this era we are now. I can see one of the currently one of the federal government policy, they have this program, super skill up artisans. They are not trying to all the artisans pay them on the use of phone for what they are doing. Be you a carpenter, be you a mechanic, be whatever your trade is, they are not training them on how to make sure. So they can be skilled up from what they know. It's going on in Abuja currently, you know. Then we have the foster the benefit of promoting digital literacy is to foster lifelong learning and innovation. It is ability to use digital tools to promote continuous learning. It enables individuals to keep pace with ever-evolving digital landscape. Yes, sometimes we have the Motorola, as they said at the director agency, we have the Motorola those days. Remember that one roaming? Some call it Tono Sobe. So we have gone beyond that. So if you are not digital literate, there is no way we'll be able to make use of these modern devices. So we need to address on this development only. Then social and civic engagement. The sense of responsibility is attained as a result of when you now give Malambaku to give a speech in a forum, while it's in his comfort zone. If you happy now, you not be responsible. I'm going to talk to them. No, it's a way of carrying everybody along. When you're not in a conversation, it's a way of social inclusion and civic engagement. Then strengthening critical thinking and problem solving. Yes, sometimes with a digital literacy, you can say, let me just go through. You read to synthesize, then come to a conclusion. Next slide, please. Now, as good as these digital devices are, you also have their challenges. There's not that challenges, there's no doubt about that one. Because sometimes you'll be thinking, sometimes about last month, when you couldn't get me, I lost my phone in a transit. Okay, I went to Airtel for welcome back. They were just giving me rubbish. It's devastated me. I couldn't do anything. It has become part and parcel. You just ask someone who has just lost your phone. Ask him or her, how will he or she feel? You think that the whole life is gone? I don't know who has such experience before. If you have ever had experience, you know how important these things are now. If you just got, so we just have to deal with it. So now, what are the challenges we now have with this digital problem? Now, digital divide, no lack of physical. You don't know when we don't have the right tools and we don't have the right things, and that divide is not solving the problem we intend to solve. It's a problem. Then one of the problems is that lack of physical access to digital devices. When you don't have, you are teaching computer science to students. And you are not just assuming this. As a facilitator, you are not teaching them how to go on Google or you don't have the system. Shouldn't be. Then inadequate digital literacy and necessary skills to use devices. There must be adequate training, teaching. I'm sorry, yesterday my 2 WhatsApp group were not functioning. It seemed as if I'm dead. I was about going to their office when I found my student, just a student, as 2 students. He's studying computer. They are coming to this from me. On that edge, back up me. When I did back up, go through it. We now stood for like 30 minutes, everything came back. That's one of the problems they were having. So we need to make use of the skill there. There's lack of motivation to use technology. If you let's motivate ourselves, let's motivate. No. As I'm trying to relate to the facilitators now. Let's motivate. If you don't motivate students to use of it, there's a challenge. Then varying levels of benefits and participation as a result of unequal use. Yes, there will be varying level of benefits to get from because we don't have the same access. There is no internet, there is no Wi-Fi, I'm sorry, in our university, we have Ikeja Wi-Fi. You will now see the students assembled there. In the cluster, they want to have access, and it's not always possible. The bandwidth is so small that everybody wants to use at the same time. It's a challenge. Then, cybersecurity risk and misinformation. That's the problem too. So, somebody will just use your number to call a person. They will hijack, they will hijack your phone. That's what challenge you have with this. Saying they know your code and everything, they will not. I'm so person. I'm so problem. Please send 10,000 out to me now. It's a scam. So one of the challenges we have in this use of digital devices. Then lack of digital infrastructure. We are talking about different types of structure. Where can we type out? And this is one of them. There is no center where that will say, okay, if you want to charge your phone, go and charge for charge. Or I want to access, like now, I can see this program is being streamlined now. How many people have access to it? I didn't get a center where everybody will assemble. Oh, without buying data or on their own. We don't have such thing. Digital infrastructure. It's not in place. So one of the challenges in the use of this digital. As a facilitator, you are in a class to teach the student. Hello, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, you are still on call, you couldn't connect. That's one of the problems we have. Now, what's the conclusion and recommendation? Next, the conclusion. Promoting legalization in the digital era, collaboration among schools, governments, communities, and technology providers. Yes. For us to promote the use of this technology now, there must be a collaboration. As we said, what the Rotary Club is being done now, what they are doing now, is part of collaboration. Let schools come together. Let's see what we can do together. Government agencies, communities, technology providers. Then through literacy today means empowering individuals. Essence is we have to be empowered. Stay at your comfort zone and you'll be empowered. You make the best use of the digital device. Then recommendation. Digital literacy will be better promoted and enhanced when appropriate and right digital devices are used by well-trained educators in the process of teaching and learning. Yes, or good facilitators. It will be better enhanced and promoted if you are well trained in the use of the gadget. Then, at the same time, appropriate and right digital tools are used. Then, private organizations and philanthropist support will also be of great impact. Yes, Rotary Club has done more. You can see it now. There are some individuals who can assist for our community to be literate. Bring in your community, bring 20 youth there. I will sponsor them for this one to go and learn on how to make use of the computer or digital phone. That's what I'm doing. Let it come out and learn. Then, finally, favorable government policies on digital education must be put in place for it to be more entrenched in the society. Governments must put the appropriate policy for everybody to be globally connected and connected. We just have to put it in our way. Now, one of them has said the government has just been super for artisans. To the extent that federal government have made technical education free of charge without tuition. It's one of the ways in which digital literacy will be promoted. So on this note, I want to thank everybody for your time, for listening. Thank you all and God bless.
The friends have just spoken is please let us be outstanding. Let us continue to give him a round of applause. What I was even expecting is because we have some professors, they will be looking at the book, be reading and be explaining. They had everything down there, please be seated, and he was not teaching it out. We have to beg him to paraphrase everything. And there is one thing I want to tell you, sir. The Lagos State government over the past 5, 6, 7 years has placed premium on digital education. The government has invested a lot on digital education. I can remember during the appropriate time, I was sent to Tanzania once. I went to Kenya second, and I was in Mozambique for digital education, because as at that period we were still using chalkboard, but now we see some of our teachers using their laptop to teach their students, giving students assignments. They will submit through their email, it will be marked, it will be sent to them. But don't be surprised, even in the rural areas, our students are doing better. Why? Because the government has invested a lot on digital education. Majority of people outside don't know what the Lagos State government has been doing. The center of excellence, the best in the country, the best in West Africa when it comes to education, whether we like it or not. The enormous investment of the state government is paying off. It's paying off seriously. One of our students just became the best student in physics. That was 2 years ago. One became the best in mathematics earlier this year. And one funny thing is that the students that have been winning for us are all women. They are all ladies. Men, you believe ladies' education hands in the kitchen. Hey, I know what me, I'm a woman. No. My name is Awosanya. If you look, in the 2 years ago, I look at the structure of the Lagos State government educational sector and look at the tutor generals in Lagos State, and only one person was a man. And I said, wahala ti wow. From visit 1 to 6, only one was a man, and majority of the agencies now. Gone are the days where only men control everything. The women are taking over everything. Women, I give it to you. We now even have women in Rotary doing wonderfully well. And I'm very sure, wife of generals, commanders, you are going to be part of women in Rotary very soon. With our mama here, a wonderful woman. In body, when you look at her, she's a woman. But let me tell you the truth, she's a man. Men are known for their touch stance when it comes to taking decisions. Madam, I am very happy that I am involved in what you are doing today. I was very happy when we had a meeting with you. When we had a meeting with you about a week ago, and your sharp responses to what we require from you. Within 5 minutes, we were through with the meeting, or 10 minutes. We were looking for a meeting of 1 hour, 2 hours. Things are changing. Why? Because of the digital world that the government is promoting among our youth. Our children can use the phone better than us. We introduce phones to them. They are better. My daughter taught me shortcuts in computer on my phone. I didn't go to anywhere. And she was in primary 5 then. Up to now, if care is not taken, we are talking about AI. I put my name on AI. AI doesn't have my name. So AI cannot do everything, but our children can do better. They explore the world. We are moving place. We are moving to greater heights. I am very happy that this topic came up, and our mama decided to come. She can decide to send one of our directors without coming. For coming, man, you are hard bent to this program. You are hard clamor to this program. Rotary is happy, and I know you are a Rotarian in your heart, in spirit. She said Rotary Club of Ikeja also has invited. They have not done anything. District 9112 will induct you. We need you. You are doing well. She popularized mass education. Our stay in mass education has witnessed tremendous changes. She has done well. The governor of Lagos State cannot say boldly who is Awosanya. He won't say it because the woman is doing wonderfully well. And it's because you have a wonderful team. Your team and the wings through which you are flying. The team of Mrs. Awosanya, thank you very much. God bless you. My education family, because I am still one of you and I will remain one of you. It's now time for question and answers. We'll be able to entertain 3 to 4 questions based on what you have done today or what you want to know from the district governor or from Mr. Awosanya only 3 or 4 questions, direct questions, probing questions, but I'm going to ask Professor Hussein just one question. Emma Jaya, we are in the same sector. But please, from the crowd, I don't mind having one person here, one person here, one person, and one person here asking questions. 3 or 4 questions, please. Yes, number 1. Please come forward. Number 1. I'm still expecting somebody that will ask questions here. 1 here, please. And you don't have just 1 or 2, there's no problem.
My amiable DG, members of the high table, please, all other protocol areas. My name is Past President Akintola. I'm from Rotary Club of Olambe. And my question goes to the professor that presented the paper. Sir, my question is this. How can we balance the benefit of technology with the potential drawback, such as distraction and decrease in attention span in the literacy education? Drawback and attention span. Yes. Should I reframe it again? Should I go over the question? So the question is, how can we balance the benefits of technology with the potential drawbacks, such as distraction and decreased attention span in literacy education?
That is one. Please, let's have more questions, like one or two, so that we will answer the questions. In a situation where the government sponsors, injects more funds into digital literacy or digital education, and the students that are supposed to embrace this so that the level of the government can show are not forthcoming, or they are not doing the needful, because the majority of the students are now says school is a scam. What do we do to ginger their interest in digital education and change their mindset to the issue of Yahoo to embrace literacy education in a positive way? What can we do?
Thank you very much, sir. In the first question to how do we balance the drawback and the attention? For example, we all know that when we're talking about digital literacy, not everybody will still be interested in it, no matter what you say. They will say, "Kilo come again." Are you getting this? Kilo come again. But if they know what they stand to benefit, what they stand to gain, it is not oh. Let me, for example, now, I have a friend whose son, when he was in university, he was one who paid for himself through online trading. He will call Mrs. A, someone wants to buy a shoe, you have it, how is the price? Okay, 10,000, please, have 500 to it for me. Sir, the shoe is available, sir, what's your size? Size 20? Yes, someone will bring it to you, but you pay 11,000 naira. You can see from 10,000 you are saying, you are sitting your comfort zone. The boy is now bringing the shoe coming to you without any stress. By the time you go online, check for the shoe is 11,000, I'm going to select where I am. The boy who is now between the seller and the buyer, he has gained nothing than 500 naira. Despite sit down in school because you will pay 500 to the Okada rider who go and buy. So when they know what they start to benefit, unfortunately, but however, we should note one thing: no matter how much you do, some people will still live where they are. in university, we say, no matter what you do, if you say, let them go, people refuse to go. Well, they just write your name in examination, just write your name that can pass you. They will not write. They will just want to go, that's just it. So no matter what you can do, that's your question, Mr. You said, the government has spent enough, a lot on this. It's still the same way. Government will continue to do the best to make sure we all have this education. But mind you, some don't decide not to. But if they start to see the benefit of what it is, there's no way government knows. That's what I'm saying. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. In addition to what you have said, I would like the Lagos State government, now that I'm on this side, I'm on Rotary side, the government to introduce what Governor Fashola introduced then, maybe a replica of it, a project where teachers will be sent abroad for training, and they will come back and train the trainer. That was the time we wrote a proposal 2 years ago to the Lagos State governor, and the governor embraced it, but along the line, something went wrong and we never saw the when you leave your comfort zone like Nigeria to a place like Tanzania, where we went to a place called Bwagwamoyo, and the only natural resource they have there is not even natural resource. The only thing that fetches them money is the rearing of crocodiles. They have 5,000 species of crocodile. We went to another place, Serengeti. The only thing they have there is this leaf, moringa, the whole local government, that is what they do, and they fetch money. But if you look at their educational system, the way they teach students, most of the time they bring them out of the town and take them to the rural areas. High level of concentration. We can do that in Nigeria. Teachers should be encouraged to go extra mile. And it is achievable. And we are already doing that. We are doing that. Kudos should be given to the Lagos State government for spending a lot on education, not only on mass literacy, in all facets of education. Kudos should be given to the Lagos State government by supporting all the day coaching that just ended a week ago. And all teachers were paid for teaching students during the holiday coaching. It's just a way of encouraging teachers. I'll now hand over the mic to my wonderful chairman, Lieutenant Abiodun, for one or two comments for the vote of thanks. I asked earlier that if you have questions or comments, I didn't remember to see that. If you have a comment or one or two comments concerning what you have just done, you can please raise your hand. Only one person or two. Okay, two. A minute.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols duly observed and established. I just want to correct something quickly. Mrs. Kolesawo, you said I'm the president of NOAA. I'm not the president of NOAA, but I represent her here. I am the NOAA coordinator, Western Naval Command. And it's been a pleasure being here today. I want to thank my colleague, who is also a general's wife, for inviting me and my team here today. I was very interested in the topic because I oversee women who would benefit from this literacy program. And I'm going to take it forward from here with the Rotary and with Mrs. Kolesawo. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the time you have spent here. On this note, I want to humbly invite my DG to help us to appreciate Professor. Professor has actually done a lot of diligence to the topic. Thank you very much, sir.
Once again, I think that Professor deserves a round of applause. But I think the presentation was very lucid and erudite presentation. The one that we expect from a person of his level. So, once again, Professor Lukman Hussein, we thank you for taking time to be with us today. And so, this Basic Education Appreciation Award is presented to Professor Hussein Lukman in recognition of your invaluable service and unwavering support in advancing basic education, inspiring and empowering youth to return to school. And it is dated today, Wednesday, the 17th day of September 2025. It has been duly signed by me as the district governor and by the chairman of the Basic Education and Literacy Committee of District 912, Rotarian, Abiodun. We can't thank you enough, Professor. Thank you very much, and we appreciate your coming here. This is to be presented to the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. That is very important to us. Please let's welcome the director and head of the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education, Mrs. Awosanya. We thank the Lagos State government for their collaboration with us on this seminar. Just like the Lagos State government, our organization also supports education and awarding courses. So today, we are appreciating the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education with this Basic Education Appreciation Award presented to the Agency for Mass Education Lagos State in recognition of your invaluable service and unwavering support in advancing basic education, inspiring and empowering youth to return to school. We are presenting this appreciation award today, Wednesday, the 17th day of September 2025. It has been signed by me as the district governor and by the chairman of the Basic Education and Literacy Committee of District 9112. Thank you, Mrs. Oluwatemi Kale. So I will thank all the agencies that are represented here, and we thank the Lagos State government, and we believe that the partnership will be sustained.
All right, sir.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And did you say?
My district governor, the committee has recognized your importance in this program for all your support that you're giving to them, especially in the area of education. And on behalf of the Committee for Basic Education and Literacy, I present this appreciation award by the committee to Larry Abiodun, District Governor, 2025-2026, in recognition of your invaluable service and unwavering support in advancing basic education, inspiring and empowering youth to return to school. given this day, 17th of September 2025, signed by yourself, even though you don't know, and then Rotarian, Commissioner, and please let's put our hands together.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
My lady said, please, I just need 2 minutes. Last year, we have some members of this committee that performed outstandingly.